Hello, hello, and hello, and hello. Welcome. Lately, so many people have called me to be controversial pastor. I will accept that as a compliment. But guess what? The justice system today, the world today is going agog. My daughter is even not happy. Look at how she's saying it, how she's putting it in context. The world is going crazy. Can you imagine that children, minors are locked up in jail, charged with treason because they were accused of carrying Russian flags during the Embad government in Nigeria? Oh my God. Father, may those who sanction evil, who conspire evil against your children, against your people, be swallowed in their own evil. May they meet their Waterloo. May they stumble and group in darkness. May their lives be frustrated, their families be frustrated in the mighty name of Jesus. I'm against injustice in Nigeria. How can you arrest minors and put them in jail, in prison, and they are malnourished? You don't even feed them. The agbado you said you are going to feed them with, you are not feeding them. They look so malnourished. I'm against that. God is against evil. That is why the Bible said in the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2, that when the righteous rule, the people are happy. When the righteous are in power, in authority, the people are happy. But when the evil rule, people mourn, people cry, people suffer untold hardship. People die because there is no way for them. Frustration, oppression, depression everywhere in the country. Look at Nigeria. As a human rights consultant, I am going to sue the Nigerian government, right? I'm going to sue the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because you have violated the rights of the children, right to basic education, right to housing, right to food, right to everything. You have violated their rights. You are criminalizing minors, putting them in jail. You have abrogated their rights. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and your co-conspirators. Look at the pastors. What are they doing? They are not saying anything. They claim to be righteous, doing the will of God. No. Micah chapter 6, chapter 8, verse 6, it says, this is what God requires of you to do justice. What justice are you doing? Because you are scammers. You scam the people. You're all for yourself. You have not spoken up. Look at the children, minors, being criminalized, arrested, locked up. And you are there saying, what are you preaching about? Which God? God says you should be a God of justice. This is what it requires of you. I'm going to show you a video. I'm so upset and mad. Very, very upset and mad. Very, very upset and mad because this cannot happen. I will not allow this to happen here. I will not allow this to happen. Never, ever. Because it is too much. When the righteous, it is you, it's the same you that will go and vote these people in. Okay? It is the same you that will vote these people in. You will vote this West's video. Why is he not responding? This is crazy. Very, very crazy. Very, very, very crazy. Very, very crazy. I gotta go back. I gotta go back to this because I am so upset at what the Nigerian people are doing. So upset at what the Nigerian government are doing. They are doing to the people. It is so sad. So sad. So very, very sad. So very, very sad. So very, very sad. I'm very, very upset. Very upset. Very upset.
One day, then somewhere, then give out water. Oh, what out? They don't even have school fees. They don't have any. They don't even
Look at that. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that.
My case is different than my child.
Hello. Please,
Look at that.
Everybody can just stop for now.
Look at that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
As you can see,
Such
the
an
minority
evil government, such an evil people,
will be kept
the
by the
wicked
government
generation,
intention. These are
wicked
boys
leaders
who are
in
between
Nigeria.
12,
Look at the people, they are even,
12,
oh my
13,
God,
14
collapsing,
years old. They've not
suffocating
had food, they
in
are
the
minority,
church.
they are sick.
I mean, in
They
the
were
court,
suffering
can you
in the
imagine?
course of
Look at the
trial in
children
court.
suffering.
You can see how
Look
minorities
at
they are,
that.
how sick they
You
are.
are
They've not been
arresting
fed for
these
this.
and charging them for terrorism, for
They
treason.
arrested
Are you crazy?
attempting in quote to overthrow
What you are
President
sowing,
Muhammadu
they
Buhari.
seed you are
They'll be
sowing in
kept
the
for
life
3
of
months.
these people.
They are killed. These are
Come
children,
to your
school age.
family.
They'll be
Yes.
kept away from their homes, from their families, and they've been left without food. We've had to provide food for them in court. And you can see how those boys are eating because they've been deprived by this same government who has a responsibility to protect the rights of these children.
Imagine that. See that? Those are your children you bring to court. Those are the children you are charging for treason. And you are there. Nigerian Christians, Nigerian pastors can do nothing. Especially our daddy GOs who claim that they are the church leaders. Look at what is happening to children. If that is your child, will you be happy? If that's your son, will you be happy? Your nephew, will you be happy? Can you imagine that? And you are there, you can't say anything. What an evil society. What an evil government. And the church leaders, they are there, they can. They say, oh, we don't want to involve ourselves in politics. What does God require from you? What does God require from you? What does God require from you? To do justice. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice and are happy. But look at what is going on in the society today. I'm appalled. And I know God is not happy. You have turned these children to slaves. You have turned these children to animals. They are nothing. They don't mean well for you. You can't allow this to happen to your own children. But look at how you're making the parents of the parents may not even know where they are. And you're putting 10 million naira as bail. You can't even give them an education. You can't even put food on their table. You can't even give them clothing on their back. You can't even provide shelter for them. But you have the audacity to lock them up. You have trampled upon the rights of the children. And according to United Nations, I'm going to bring your case before the United Nations and the United Nations human rights violations. I'm going to file a report, and Tinubu, I'll bring you as a respondent to this case. You are violating the rights of these children. You have violated their rights, every of their right. And it's disturbing, very, very disturbing. And if the pastors, the Jews in Nigeria cannot say anything, they cannot stop this. They cannot speak up for these children. I'm ashamed of the church in Nigeria. Those pastors who run after politicians for contract, those politicians who are there stuffing themselves with pride, arrogance, and they can't stop this. Each and every one of you will have a problem with United Nations human rights because you are abused. You are there. You didn't say anything. You didn't do anything. That's crazy. Very crazy. And then you call me controversial pastor because I speak the truth. I speak up for the rights of those who can speak for themselves. This is absurd. It's weird. It's evil. Personified. You better release those children. You have 48 hours, Tinubu government, to release those children, or we'll meet in UN. I'm going to stop you from coming to United Nations. Yes, I'm going to stop you. And if you think I'm playing, go ahead. 48 hours, release those children, or you'll find it very, very hard to come to United Nations. Yes, it's an international section of the US, but guess what? We can bar you from coming because of human right abuses and all those human rights agencies in Nigeria. What are you doing? Are you going to fail those children? You can't stand up for those children. You can't speak for those children. Since the leadership has failed and the church has failed, will you also fail? Come on now. If your son was one of them, will you allow him to sleep in jail even for an hour? Knowing the conditions of jails and prison in Nigeria? Come on now. Minors less than 14 years old in jail. Oh my God. Something needs to be done. And if nobody else is going to speak up, I, as a human rights consultant, I'm going to stand up. That's when you know that Nigeria can be defeated by one man, because you have crossed the red line. You have crossed Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You have crossed the red line. And now I'm not taking you to Nigerian courts because you have bought the judiciary. I'm taking you to international court. I may take you to International Court of Justice. From UN to International Court of Justice, this abuse of human rights, you are destroying the life of the people. God bless you. Better do the right thing because I'm coming after you. I'm a member of RATEL. Yes, Global RATEL. RATEL in diaspora. I am. And you're going to learn. And you'll learn the hard way. Thank you.